Hello, elegant ladies. Welcome to Elegance Ignited, a place where I teach about elegance, femininity, and sophistication. If that sounds like something that you would be interested in, please stick around for more. On this episode, I'm going to be teaching you about the grooming habits of an elegant look. You know that elegant look when you look at this person, you just wonder what it is that is so mysterious about this person. What is it about this person that is so beautiful about this person? What is attracting you to this person when you look at them? They have that elegant look, and you can't put your finger on one thing. And you look at the way they're dressed, you look at the way their hair is handled, their nails, and everything else. So I want to share with you how that look is achieved. Number one, well groomed feet. For an elegant look, you must have well groomed feet. What I mean by well groomed feet, we live in a world where there's not one temperature. The temperature changes. The climate changes. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. Now, we are people where it's hot, we tend to wear open shoes, like your sandals, your open toe, your slacks, or your flip-flops. So that can cause dryness to the feet. That can cause dryness to the feet. You need to make sure that if you're a person that loves open shoes, you need to moisturize your shoe. You need to moisturize your feet. By moisturizing, I mean moisturize your body. After you've moisturized your body, when you moisturize your legs, you would start from the feet, but that will quickly dry. After you've done that, go back to your feet. Take a moisturizer and ensure that you are focusing on your feet so that your feet isn't dry. I know from experience that I have very dry feet. For me, my feet are very dry, so I need to take extra care to make sure that they don't dry to a point where they crack or they descale, So I always make sure that I moisturize. Another thing that I do, I always make sure that I scrub my feet like a couple of times a week. I scrub my feet. I make sure that I scrub my feet because I feel like I'm removing the dead skin so that the fresh new skin can come out and it can be softer instead of this dull skin that is on top. Another thing that I think makes your feet pop is to buff them. Buff your nails, your toenails. They will shine if you buff them. You don't have to apply nail polish. If you just buff them, they shine. And you trim your nails. You cut, you trim, and you make sure that you file. You don't have ends that are going to be ripping off clothes and socks. You file them nicely. Another thing, if you're somebody that's a lady that likes color, you paint your nails. Your feet look so well when they're painted. I have the most hideous feet, but I can tell you, because I like to paint my nails, they don't look as horrible as I know them to be. And my husband likes to joke about that I have like inyaws and dudu, like I don't know how to translate that in English, but I have like ugly feet. And I would say no, my feet are there for me to stand and to walk. They're not there to be admired. But I know I have ugly feet. Another thing, if you know that you are somebody that have feet that sweat a lot and you're wearing sneakers, there are powders that you can find. To take care of the odor and the sweating. Maybe the powders can make you sweat less, or can control the odor that would come from sweating, And if you're somebody that knows that you have sweaty feet, I think changing socks every day is the thing to do. You must change it every day. It doesn't matter if you wore it for 1 hour, please change it, please wash it to ensure that you are taking care of your feet. And also foot scrubs and foot massages. You don't necessarily have to go to a foot spa or a day spa. You can buy that. It is available. That foot bath at Clicks, it is available. I think it was 500 rands, and I've had mine for a number of years. I think I had mine for almost 10 years. You plug it, you put your scrubs and whatever, you soak your feet, you scrub your feet, and it gently massages your feet. It feels so good when I use it. I use it at home. I've never done it professionally to a spa because I have my own at home. So that becomes more economical if you are somebody like me that doesn't like to spend money unnecessarily. So that is number one. Number two, keep your hands groomed. What I mean by keep your hands groomed, when you go to the salon and you have acrylic nails and whatnot, maybe you're going to a wedding and you do your nails. 1 week later, one nail is chipped. Go to the salon to replace it. Or if you can't go to the salon, and take it off. Than having like now not a full set of acrylic nails. It doesn't look nice. It looks tacky. It looks cheap. And if you're somebody like me that can't stand acrylic or anything artificial, because my nails are very weak and brittle, so I use gel. I bought a gel set at Planet Nails, and I use gel at home, and I use the nail hardener from Sobe because my nails are very brittle, and I always try to keep them short because they don't grow that much, because if they grow they break and then they're not the same size, and that doesn't look nice. So I like to keep short nails, but I do play around with them, and I'll add color and I try new things. But as soon as they're chipped, I take off the color, I replace the color, or I leave my nails natural. I'll just buff them and I'll just buff them and they will shine, and I'll cut and trim and I'll file. They look presentable. You don't have to have a set of acrylic nails to look polished, or a set of maybe gel tips or whatever. As long as you have a natural, clean shape of clean set of nails, take care of your hair. And also your hands, you can take care of your hands because our hands get dry, and for other races I see that there could be sun damage as well. Take care of your hands, scrub your hands, moisturize them, put sunscreen on your hands. But for us, black don't crack, baby. I do use sunscreen though, but I don't normally see on black people the sun damage on their hands, because black don't crack, baby. But do protect your skin either way. Even if you're black, you do need to use sunscreen, moisturizer, scrub your hands so that they may feel soft and luscious. And if you have that extra cash, you can go to a salon and get them to properly do it. And just know that it's a thing that you do for yourself to make yourself feel good. Number three, take care of your teeth. When you take care of your teeth, it means that you know what you're doing. You take care of the aesthetic that is you, how you look. When you have dirty teeth, people will look at you and won't want to come close to you because they see the dirty teeth, and they'll be like, maybe the breath that is coming out is also like smelling a bit funky, and that's not a nice thing. I think cleanliness is next to godliness. If you want to maintain this aesthetic of a clean girl look, an elegant lady, take care of your teeth. Brush twice a day, in the morning and evening, and brush after you've had your food in the evening. Don't brush before having food. You find that there is leftover food that's stuck in between your teeth, but you've already brushed, so you won't think to go and rinse your mouth, maybe floss. And flossing is an important thing. I had to realize that at a very young age, and I had to realize that at a very old age, because I thought I only needed to floss when I've eaten something like meat that would be stuck in between my teeth. But some things, they stay there and they're not stuck. You don't feel like they're stuck. But if you floss around your teeth, you'd actually see that there's plug coming out. That plug is the very thing that will damage your teeth, the very thing that would cause maybe tooth decay. So take care of your teeth, floss, and always rinse your mouth when you've had soda. Don't let that acid stay on you, on your teeth, because it can cause damage to your teeth. We want good smiles, we want great smiles. Your teeth doesn't have to be perfect and perfectly straight like mine. They're not perfectly straight. Some are crooked, some are small, some are bigger, but they are all mine. They're natural. But take care of what you naturally have, you know. And if you are somebody that has a lot of money, you can go even for professional help, like get veneers, get whatever, get them whitened, get dentures. You know, there's all sorts of things that are being done outside to make sure that you have a beautiful smile. Also, I would suggest that cleaning your teeth maybe once in 6 months. That will be twice a year. Cleaning your teeth, it is free in government hospitals where I stay. There's like a day clinics that do it, but you have to go there very early. They offer the service for free, and if you have maybe a cracked teeth, they do the filling for free. But if you're somebody that doesn't like long queues and whatever, you can go and pay a small amount, as like 250 rand. There are some doctors where I say they offer the service for 250 rands just to clean your teeth, just to check up on your teeth if everything is going well in that regard. Number 4, take care of your hair. It doesn't matter what texture that you have of hair. Please make sure that you take care of it and you try and understand what your hair needs. I have natural 4C hair, and I didn't understand how my hair wanted to be treated, and I was always frustrated with my hair. So I decided to relax my hair with chemicals. So I found that when I've relaxed my hair, also I'm not happy with the texture, because my hair is not as silky as I would want it to be. So I am now at a point where I'm trying to understand my hair. I'm trying different products for my natural coils to see what works for me, and I'm not in a rush because I want to fully understand, to get to a point where I can take care of my hair without being frustrated. So take care of your hair. If you have a weave on or a wig on, make sure that it's ironed, make sure that it's clean, make sure that it doesn't smell. Imagine if you went to a club and you were dancing, people are smoking hubbies, cigarettes, cigars, everything. All that smoke will be stuck in your hair. Make sure that you wash it, make sure that you take it to somebody in the salon that does the service professionally if you can't do it yourself. But if you can, you have a shampoo, wash yourself, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, and you dry your hair, iron it, make sure that it's nice. If you have curls, make sure that you wash your curls, make sure that you damp your curls, and you put in mousse and leave-in conditioner to activate the curls, so that the curls look like curls, they don't look like meshed steel wool on your head. Make sure that you are taking care of your hair. And number 5, remove unwanted hair. I would say remove one unwanted hair. I have facial hair. I have like sideburns, and I also have mustache. It's not big, but it's growing. I recently removed it, not because I didn't want it. I wanted to see how I looked without it, and I felt like I looked weird in the first few days. But if you're okay with that mustache that you have, you don't have to remove it. And I told myself I'm not going to remove it again, because I've had it ever since. It doesn't grow. It's just dark. You see it if you are very close to me, but you don't see it from afar. It's just darker. It's longer on the sides, but it's just dark, small hair. I don't mind it. And I also have a unibrow, but the unibrow, I don't like it. So I remove it. I make sure that every time it grows, I remove it. Every time it grows, I remove it. My sideburns, I let them be, because I don't have a problem with it. Now, I had hair here that were coming out. I think there were 4, if not 5 strands, and they were longer. I don't want that facial hair, so I pluck it out. Every time I see it, pluck it out. I don't want it. Now we get to the legs and the body. For black people, most black people that I know, they don't really shave their legs, especially like women, they don't really shave their legs. I did it for the first time and I saw my legs and they weren't looking like mine. I didn't like it and I don't see anything wrong with it. But other people from other races, like your Indians, your whites, and your colors and Asian people, I see them shaving. I see them with nobody hair at all. Nobody hairs at all. It's okay. They can remove that. You must remove unwanted hair because you won't feel comfortable if you have that hair and you don't want it. But for me, I'm okay with the hair. The only hair that I remove is the armpits. I remove the armpits because, one, I don't use a lot of deodorant when I don't have hair from my armpits. Two, I don't sweat as much when I don't have hair on my armpits. When I do have hair, I sweat a lot. I use a lot of deodorant, and I find that there's an odor, like there's a strong odor if I have hair. That's why I don't want it. So every week I use Veet. I remove the hair. I found that I have blades. I found that when I was using blades, my skin becomes so irritable on the next day. I can't use a deodorant maybe for a week after I've used a razor. So I found that Veet works for me. It's a cream that I use and I just put it on, wait for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and then I wipe it off and then I go and take a shower and that's it. And I'll do the same thing the next day. And I do that for my private hair as well, private part hair. I do that. I use Veet and I found that it has been working for me. So find something that works for you and remove unwanted hair. When somebody says smell good, I thought you have to have expensive perfumes, expensive soaps and stuff. But I realized that smelling good is different for every person. I'm a person that suffers a lot with sinuses. I constantly am on medication for sinuses every day. That's my thing. And I found that some perfumes, they trigger the sinus. If I wear a certain perfume, I would be sneezing all day. I would be scratching my eyes would be watery, and I would be like coughing. And I found that I'm allergic to certain perfumes. However, there are some natural scents like your lavender, your shea butter, your coconut. So I found that in order for me to smell good, I need to use maybe a coconut butter, body butter. I'll have to use maybe a unscented soap because I'm allergic also to heavy perfumed soaps. So I use unscented soaps. Like even with the Doves, I would use the unscented ones, and I would go for body sprays that are not long lasting, but they do have that effect. And I would go for baby powders for my nighttime routines. I'll go for baby powders. They make me smell good, but they're not as harsh on my sinuses, and they're not as harsh on my skin as well. So find something that works for you. Maybe body oils, body butters, natural fragrances that are not too harsh for you, something that works for you, smell good. And it would be nice to have a signature smell. In high school, I thought I wanted to have that signature smell because I was like, I'm going to buy this brand of perfume with its body lotion and whatever and whatever. I didn't know that I was allergic to those things until I experienced it. But now I do have a smell that I gravitate towards. It's just the natural, pleasant smell of a freshly showered girl. Excuse me. Nothing hectic because I can't do heavy perfumes. Last but not least, take care of your clothes and bags. I would say that to maintain an elegant look, one needs to actually really take care of their clothes. For instance, I'm a person that likes to go thrifting, and when you go thrifting, you just get whatever you can get, and there's no option of saying, oh, I like this dress, but do you have it in a size small? it's normally what's there is what's there. There's no alternative. You can't like go to the back and find maybe a bigger size depending on where you're thrifting. So when I thrift and I would maybe see something that I like, it's a medium and I'm a small, I go and tailor it. If you can't tailor it yourself, you can go to somebody that can offer the service. Like I know in my neighborhood, there's a lady that does that, and she's really like affordable. But because I have a machine myself, a sewing machine, I do that for myself, and I check and I make it to fit me. I customize it for me so that it looks good on me. That's what I mean by taking care of your clothes. And I have shoes. My shoes are 90% heels. So I wear heels 90% of the time at work, but at home I don't. 90% of the time, and you find that when you wear the heels, the heels come off. This is broken, whatever the strap. I make sure I take it to the shoemaker. The shoemaker takes care of my shoes. He replaces the thing that's missing on my shoe, the strap or whatever. If the glue is coming off, he makes sure that he puts that back into order. So I don't wear something that is off. I take it to be fixed and make sure that it's fixed. If I have a bag, I have polishes for my bags. I do have genuine leather bags because I'm somebody that likes durable things. I make sure that I polish my bags and I make sure that I take good care of them because I want them to last me a long time, and I am careful not to put liquids on my leather bag because if you stain a genuine leather bag, 90% of the time the stain won't go away. It will always show in the bag, especially if it's a light color like your beige or light brown. Elegant ladies, I hope this was an informative video, that you learned something on this video, that you could go out there and use it. And before I leave you, I have to show you the outfit of the day, and I'm going to give you 2 ways in which you can wear the outfit. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And as always, I love you lots, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay elegant, stay feminine, and stay sophisticated.